does it mean when someone says they feel triggered or they've been triggered? Triggered means that they recognize that they are in emotional distress. So that means they're in a stress response, like fight, flight, or freeze. And if they can notice it, that is a great place to start. And of course, asking someone for help is absolutely an act of courage and strength, and I applaud them. Now, here's the great news about someone who gets emotionally triggered. The person who put the trigger in their emotional response system is actually the person experiencing it. They also have the power to heal that part of themselves. It may not be easy or quick, but they don't have to continue to live in this chronic state of overwhelm. So with the right therapist, even someone with severe PTSD or a dissociative disorder can find calm and confidence in their system. It's not a walk in the park when someone is overwhelmed. I mean, I've supported people who have cried uncontrollably or were shaking uncontrollably because their feeling of danger feels so overwhelming while they sit in this soup of their stress responses. But here's a problem that I've been having with one person's triggers. You see, I'm currently in a few social media groups dedicated to trauma-informed research. And there are lots of professionals from the helping spaces, but there are also lay people who are trying to study the material, hoping to find some answers and relief. After all, not everyone can afford the cost of a therapist or a professional coach. So self-led therapies are becoming very popular. And one of them will just drop a comment calmly stating, "I feel very triggered by what you just said." And everyone seems to hold their breath while trying to figure out how to respond without further triggering her. I've seen it happen almost every week for several months now. Now, remember, the only person who can figure out a way out of a trigger is the person who put it there. But this woman has a really itchy trigger finger, and she accuses others of not feeling safe for her now. I should be clear that I'm not running this group. I am a participant and happy I don't have to deal with her. So I've noticed that in me, there's a judgy part that has started making assumptions about her. When she uses the word trigger again, I want to roll my eyes, and I'm not usually like that. If a stranger said that you were triggering them, chances are good you would want to avoid doing that. So I'm not proud of this thought, but I feel she's hijacking the word to control the people around her. And I've noticed myself and others walking on eggshell while she explains how everyone else is wrong and she's a victim because of her past, and on it goes. And if it happened like super rarely, I wouldn't worry about it, but it's every week. So you have to wonder if it's a pattern of behavior. And here's the danger of my own thoughts that she must be manipulating. The stories that we tell ourselves about someone else can create a trigger within ourselves. So I'm committed to not allowing that judgy part impose that trigger if someone else suddenly uses the word. So if you're suspicious someone's playing the victim to manipulate, I strongly encourage you to give them the benefit of the doubt. If they seem upset, lean in, show them the compassion that a suffering person deserves. You may be surprised to find out things you didn't know. And what if you just want to nip some behaviors in the bud? The simple answer is to assertively ask for a behavior change with confidence. I'm not talking aggressively. Being assertive means setting appropriate boundaries in a clear and firm manner. Walking around eggshells around chronically triggered people is very hard on people. So if this is your situation, even if the person in question has a serious mental health diagnosis, it's important to get some help for yourself, either through a therapist or a coach, because your mental wellness is the foundation for all of your relationships and your professional success. Make it a goal. So in case you're wondering, I work with chronic people pleasers and fellow do-gooders. Find their inner confidence. And if you're thinking it's time to work on this, let's have a conversation and see if we're a fit. Take good care now. Bye.